Well, the last film, which was called A New Era, you could see the sort of beginnings of the changing of the guard at that time. This film, you actually see the change happening.
I think it's a loving portrait of the characters handing over to the younger generation. And we really dig into the emotion of that.
We get to see what it was like in the early 20th century with this drama series, Downton Abbey. While the series ran for several seasons, all good things must come to an end, but with Downton Abbey, the grand finale, we get to say goodbye to all of these characters.
It's a kind of escapism in its purest form. It allows you to enter into a world of romance.
The modern world comes to Downton.
I feel like it took a minute to get my head around that. It's actually ending.
Yeah.
For us, it just feels so
Yes.
very strange.
In 2025, they decided to say goodbye to all of their audience members too.
Funny enough, I've been trying to make a film about Noel Coward for about 25 years. Most people remember him as this old, grand man, but we have him as a 30-year-old when he was like the Harry Styles of his time.
To have Noel Coward in is such a bold move because most of us have heard of Noel Coward and he sort of represents that era, and Artie's doing him so well.
Today we're going to not only say goodbye back, but see just what they went through in order to put this film together.
The aristocracy expected people once married to stay married forever. And if you fell short of that rule, you were taken out with the joys of the society that was available to you.
Everyone has refused.
All of them. Golly. A house full of Yanks and I'm the one keeping people away.
It's ruthless.
But before we get into more of these moments, today's trivia question. We know that the series is depicted in the early 20th century, but what years exactly does the show take place? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around till the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct.
And then, you talk about Daisy. She's had a remarkable change in her life.
Daisy is cooking dinner tonight, and from tomorrow morning, I'll have retired as well.
So bring your complaints to me.
What a merry-go-round.
It's bittersweet because Daisy will now be taken over from Mrs. Patmore. It's sort of hard to get your head around the transition of that.
From its first episode in 2010, the characters of Downton Abbey have been mindful of their legacy, and that sense of care and continuity extended behind the scenes during the making of Downton Abbey, the grand finale.
It's not for the characters. Their lives are continuing.
This is the new era. We're actually in it now. And I think the reality of that for Robert is setting in. There's been a lot of talk about Mary taking the reins, but not actually doing it just yet.
Robert, how are you getting on with Mary's plan to plumb the cottages?
From prep through post-production, a dedicated eco department oversaw sustainability across the production, from energy and fuel to materials, transportation and crew engagement.
It's Mr. Carson's farewell dinner for good.
Mr. Carson.
And we're in London, so there's only a small staff there, so it's intimate, but it's lovely.
When you get to the end of a career, one looks back more than one did and thinks about all the changes we've witnessed.
From costumes to props, the production of Downton Abbey constantly reused assets from its many chapters. For the grand finale, the team repurposed materials from previous Downton Abbey productions.
He's sort of gone from being a butler to a footman to a school teacher, and now he's writing films for the cinema. None of which was expected.
There's an article on my new film. I bought some copies for the house.
How exciting!
Few things scream upper-class Britain more loudly than the famed Royal Ascot racehorse, which makes the racecourse an ideal setting for Downton Abbey, the grand finale. But the modern-day Ascot racecourse has been built out almost beyond recognition to what it looked like in the last century.
What a lovely night.
The London season's always good fun.
The principal adventure for the Crawleys this time was to go to London for the society season.
Late May to early July of every year, all of the aristocratic families, wherever their estates were up and down the country, they would all come to London. The season was a hugely important social event.
As I share my excitement for this film, I want to mention we are currently doing a giveaway. Share what you were most excited for with this project, and the best comment will win a $25 Fandango gift card where you can purchase a full movie with added bonus features. Comment down below and one winner will be chosen.
The Debs Ball, all these things where the socialites get together and celebrate the new youngsters coming into society. And it's a big part of the social calendar.
I don't mind admitting it, after tonight I'll be ready to go back to Downton. The London season's endless. I'm worn out.
You enjoy the season, you know it.
So we use the London season as a backdrop.
Woods and his team were able to find an actual county fairground that could be a stand-in for a 1930s model. Even better, the location was only 30 minutes from the Ripon Racecourse and in good condition. We wanted to find somewhere that had some structures rather than just an open field that leaves you nothing, Woods says.
The Petersfield Ball red dress is stunning. From the first sketch to getting on those last final touches of the jewels was just such an incredible process to see that happen creatively.
I really wanted to costume her in red, a really bold tomato red. It's this incredible gown.
Many of the cast revealed that there were many tributes to the late Maggie Smith. Some even mentioned what their favorite scenes from the movie were.
The blue dress that I wear for the ball, and particularly the way it reflects the light, is just so interesting. There's a kind of interplay of textures. My ball gown felt like the biggest nod to the 30s that were coming in. It feels far slinkier and elegant and very low-backed.
Laura Carmichael said, "I was remembering the other day the telephone scene. I am an observer. And if you watch it, you can see me laughing. Is it Laura laughing? Is it Edith laughing? Because she was being hilarious."
Today we're filming the scenes at Ascot, but we're actually at Ripon. It's kind of one of the main events of the film.
Julianne Fellows also said, "I loved the way she said it because I was expecting her to do a sort of Edith Evans and do What is a Weekend. And instead, if you actually watch it, she's quite curious and you know just what is a weekend."
I mean, Ascot's just such an amazing opportunity, and as soon as you read it, you just think hats. So it's like a millinery masterpiece in terms of the number of hats that we wanted to make and see, but also the impact that they were going to have. So that was the sort of starting point, I think, and then palette.
As we all know, Maggie Smith not being in Downton Abbey the grand finale was always going to be hard to handle, but she is still woven into the very fabric of the film, and it pays tribute to her beautifully.
What was unusual about Ascot was there was a sort of place for all these different layers of society at this one event. And you had the royal enclosure, and then you had the boxes. Lots of people in the boxes didn't have badges for the royal enclosure and so on.
She's still very much in the atmosphere, McGovern said in an interview, insisting that Smith's presence continues to permeate the franchise even after her passing in September of 2024.
Then you can
I'll go slower.
slower there.
This is great.
Nice. Just to actually straightforward as though you were actually upset from what has happened.
And it is quite a significant point.
Behind the scenes, executive producer Gareth acknowledged that Smith's real-life passing has lent unexpected emotional weight to the new film. The fact that Dame McGee herself has now passed away since that time, I do think has given a real added poignancy to a story that we would have planned already, he said.
Let's get you a drink. You've earned it. But I have different relationships to all the characters. I love the Cora Roberts scenes because we see the machinations of a good long-term partnership at work, which in their case, and in probably any long-term partnership, it's about negotiation, it's about communication.
And as far as the answer to our trivia question, Downton Abbey follows the lives of the aristocratic Crawley family and their domestic staff at the fictional Yorkshire estate of Downton Abbey between 1912 and 1926.
Edith and Mary have matured. They've always loved each other, but there were a lot of times that, they didn't like each other very much, and they're very different.
You can't be grateful, can you?
Ooh, are we going to have a fight?
There's no point fighting you. You never admit when you've lost.
Over the years, Edith has forged her way. She became very independent.
But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What do you think about all these moments? Which one was your favorite, and who was your favorite character in this long-running show?
Nothing's changed here since 1850.
Well, you can see women's ankles now.
Well, it's not much use to us.
Noel Coward was a hugely influential person because of his capacity to capture aristocratic Britain was itself a means through which, in a wooden horse, homosexuality came to the heart of the aristocratic system.
Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
But I do think also the people behind the scenes, like the costumes, the props, the set, everything is there. It's delivered up, and those are tremendously clever people.
And actually,
All
they're
that
personally
work.
invested. When we did the last scene, and it was quite hard, wasn't it, on everybody? And then there were people in the crew. The big boys were actually weeping